All right guys, in this video, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to set up Google Ads for your HVAC business. We're gonna dive in and I'm gonna show you the secrets to actually finding the right keywords to bid on, as well as how much your competitors are actually paying to appear at that top of the page. And also two of the biggest mistakes that 99% of new advertisers make when it comes to Google Ads and setting up their campaign. Make sure to stick around and watch those because you don't want to be draining money out of your pocket, and I'll teach you exactly how to fix it. And then also I'm going to teach you the type of headlines that are working for HVAC right now, as well as the type of descriptions and just the all-round ad, how to get a high click-through rate and high conversion rate from your Google Ads. I'm going to dive into everything, so make sure you watch this whole video so you don't miss out on anything important. But let's dive into the video right now. All right, so right now we're in the Google Ads dashboard. Now I'm going to teach you the actual best way to do this. Unlike this fluff that people give out on YouTube all the time, that's just the bullshit, shitty way to actually set up your Google Ads account just so they can make a video. I'm going to teach you the actual proper way in depth. What we want to do is actually go over to the left-hand side. We're not going to create our campaign right now. We're going to go over to the left-hand side. We're going to go to planning and we're going to go to keyword planner. We want to do this so we get this unfair advantage over everybody else who's running campaigns right now. And it makes sure that you're actually setting this up the correct way, especially if you're a beginner. We're going to tap on discover new keywords. What we want to type in right here, I mean, you can just copy exactly what I type in because obviously you're a HVAC company, but just to teach you, you want to type in what somebody would typically type in to find your business. So right here, we're going to have HVAC company near me, air conditioning repair near me, air conditioning installation near me, all right? And we're just going to change the location of this to the nearest city of ours. So I live down in Melbourne in Australia. Now, if you're from the United States or the UK, this also works completely the exact same for you. So don't stress about this. The only difference is, do you have different prices for your bids in your areas compared to mine? All right, so I'm just going to type in Melbourne because that's the nearest city to me. Going to tap on include, tap on save, and then we're just going to smash on get results. Get this shit on the right-hand side out of here because that is disgusting to look at. What we want to do now is tap on average monthly searches. This way it brings down the highest search monthly keywords. So the ones that people are typing into Google to find HVAC services like yours, all right? So as you can see, these ones have a very high amount of people searching this every single month, right? 1 to 10,000 searches monthly. Like, that's incredible. Right, so what we want to do here is we just want to select all the ones that are relevant to our business. If you noticed, I didn't put anything about heating in here because I'm going to build out a campaign specifically for aircon and HVAC. Now, if we were going to have heating and everything, I recommend just having a separate campaign based around heating and your different services. But for this particular campaign, I'm going to base it all around air conditioning. So I probably won't even have HVAC in it. I'll have that as a separate campaign as well. I'm just going to do this all around air conditioning. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to smash on every single one of these ones that are relevant to us, right? So we can bid and appear at the top of the page. So let me show you what that actually is so you can actually understand it, right? I'm not just going to teach you the fluff of what to do right here. I'm going to actually show you what it is, right? So you actually understand it. So let's take this keyword right here. Air conditioner repair service near me. Oh, sorry, air conditioner service near me, right? The bid range low end is 6 and the high range is 20, right? So what this means is people are paying anywhere from $6 to $20 for somebody to click on their ad. Now let me just show you what that means. So if we go to Google, paste this bad boy in here and tap on search. So as you can see, this is how Google Ads works. You type in a certain type of keyword because you're looking for that service, and then you'll get sponsored results like this. And as you can see, I have about 3 different ads. Usually it's anywhere from 2 to 4 different ads, and you'll appear right at the top of the page like this, and you can just tap on any of these. If I tap on one of these ads, like this guy up here where it says AC installation near you, you tap on that. I'm not going to because I'm not a dick, but it'll charge them anywhere from $6 to $20. It really depends on how many data points Google Ads has on me and rates me as likely to actually get an aircon in my house. And then the pricing is obviously heavily related to, you know, if I tap on the top one or the bottom one or the middle one, because these are all going to be different pricing. It's not just a flat fee. This guy's probably paying the most because to appear at the very top of the sponsored results, you usually just have to pay the most. This guy will be paying a little bit less, and this guy will be paying a little bit less. But yeah, these guys are getting clicks for anywhere from $6 to $20, right? So what we're going to do right now is go grab all the keywords that are relevant to our business, and we're going to build out this air conditioning campaign. You know, if you want to learn how to build out the heating campaign or a HVAC specific keyword campaign, it's literally just the exact same thing. What we're going to do is we're just going to grab a bunch of keywords like this, remember the top of page bid, high range and low range, and then just create the campaign based off that. After you've done this, you then make one for HVAC, and then you make one for heating, and then whatever other services you have as well. So we're going to go through here and just grab all the ones that are related to air conditioning. All right, I've grabbed a few keywords now. Now what we want to do is just really remember the top of page bid, high range. Just remember this, guys. We're going to need it later on. Tap on copy. I'm going to paste these into my notes so I can use them when I create the campaign. So let's go over to the left-hand side, tap on campaign. Now let's start getting this baby rolling and actually start creating the campaign. Tap on this bad boy, create a new campaign. Now the first thing we're going to do is pick the correct objective. And the objective that we want is not sales, it's leads, right? We want people to go onto our website, fill out our form, so we can give them a ring and give them a quote. Or we want them to actually call us directly from our website, okay? So now what we want to do, which is very important, is putting in our conversion goals. So I currently have page views in here, and I'm going to put phone call leads as well, because I want to track when somebody views one of my thank you pages, which is after they've filled out the form, and I want to track when somebody actually calls my business number. This way I know if Google Ads is actually working or not. So it's a very important step. Look, I have a completely separate video that teaches you exactly how to set up conversion tracking for your business, right? It's just another free YouTube video. Go check it out. I'll link it down in the description, but you need to watch that after this one, just so you actually know how to track the conversion, so you know what you're actually spending your money on and if it's working or not. But just watch it after this video, because this video is more important right now. You need to actually create the campaign, then you'll have plenty of time before it actually publishes to do all the conversion tracking stuff. Tap on continue. So now we're going to select a campaign type. As I told you before, this is a search campaign. So we're going to search campaign. Everything else here is us. Don't even bother with it, man. Like, they are so shit. Performance Max sucks. Demand gen sucks. Video, shopping, display, like, this isn't shit that we need for a service-based business, man. Like, we're not gonna waste our time, money, and effort on shit like Performance Max or anything like that, unless you have some stupidly high budget and you don't really care how profitable you are. Right here, I'm gonna teach you how to make money, not how to fucking waste your money. All right, so we're gonna go here onto website visits, and we're just gonna bang in our website right here. I obviously don't own a AC repair business, so I'm just gonna paste one. So we're just gonna paste in our website like this, and then tap on continue. Name the campaign whatever you wanna name it, but this one is going to be AC keyword exact. This is just so I know that this campaign is based around air conditioning, and the keyword type is gonna be exact match. Now, the very first mistake that 99% of people make when it comes to setting up Google Ads for their HVAC business is doing the wrong bidding strategy off the start. Like, come on guys, we wanna go and we wanna have this on clicks, not conversions. Google will always try to start you on conversions because it wants your money. It wants to make you spend as much as possible to get clicks on your ads and just go willy-nilly. And then you'll start your campaign, you'll hate your life within 2 weeks and be like, all right, this shit doesn't work. All right, I'm gonna teach you how to not do that. So what we wanna focus on is clicks. Every marketing agency does this, all right? Take some advice from me. My whole career is literally running ads for people, right? So what we want to do is set in a maximum cost per click. If you remember the top of page bid high range that I was showing you before on the keywords, we want to just add the average of that up. So out of all the keywords that I selected, the average was around $20. So we're just gonna have this as $20. This means that Google Ads cannot spend more than $20 per click, all right? We're capping it. We're stopping it from spending all of our money. If you don't put in a cap like this, you're going to get ridiculously highly priced clicks. Like, you'll get $80 clicks, $40 clicks, fucking $100 clicks, and you'll be looking at it like, why did I just pay $80 for somebody to just click on my ad and go look at my website? It's because Google thinks, oh, well, we're just trying to maximize clicks, so we need to get clicks, right? Which is just forcing it to go, hey, I'm gonna spend as much money as possible to get somebody to click on this ad. Obviously, if you had this on conversion first, it's gonna go, I'm gonna try and spend as much money to get conversions, but it doesn't have conversion data in the ad account yet, all right? Then there is no point starting on conversions if you have no conversion data. What you want to do is you start it on clicks, you get that conversion data, you train Google Ads on your own data, and then you flick it over to a conversion focused bidding strategy after that. I'm done talking, we're tapping on the next page right now. Remove these two ugly motherfuckers, get them out of here, they absolutely suck. Now, if you're wondering why they suck, it's because they're really hard to track. It is unbelievably hard to track what is happening on display and search partners. So don't waste your money on it. If you can't see where you're spending your money and if it's working or not, don't spend money there, right? So now we're going to go onto the location area. Now I'm going to teach you something very important here, and it's how to set up your location targeting the correct way so you can do bid adjustments later on in the future. What we're going to do is tap on enter another location, advanced search, and we're going to go and type in one of our local areas that we service. So I'm just going to type in Chadstone, just like this, and tap on include. Now I'm going to tap on show all areas. Now what I want to do here is just tap on include on all the areas where I service, right? It's a little bit of a pain in the ass because you got to do it in all these little small areas, but it saves you so much in the long run because you can actually do bid adjustments on which areas are working better than others. So if Mount Waverley is doing shit and I'm not getting any jobs from there and I'm just spending money and nobody's converting, but Chadstone is converting really well, I can lower my bids in Mount Waverley because I'm not really getting many jobs there anyway, and I can increase my bids in Chadstone because it's a booming area where everybody needs air cons fixed and repaired or anything like that. So that's the exact reason why you want to set up your targeting like this. Now, if you're a lazy motherfucker and you can't be bothered doing this and you just need your ad campaign set up as fast as possible, go to radius and just tap on pin mode and just drop this bad boy in here like that and just pin the whole thing and forget about it. Right? But as you know, that's not the way that I recommend, but do it if you want. Obviously, this is a demonstration ad account, so I'm just going to tap on save now. Now, this is the second biggest mistake that 99% of business owners make when it comes to Google Ads. It's this location option right here. In here has this little area, this little tick box area or tick circle area where you can actually change, the type of people that see this stuff. So as you can see here, presence or interest. So this means that anyone that's kind of in the area or is interested in your area can see your ad. That's a no-no. We don't want that. That's disgusting. I don't want somebody from a foreign land seeing my HVAC ads that are costing me 20 bucks a pop or a click. That means some digital marketing bloke from another fucking country can go type up HVAC in Chadstone and see my ad, click on it, and then call me up and just waste me 20 bucks and then waste my time with a goddamn spam call as well, right? We don't want this. We don't want anyone who doesn't live in our area seeing our ads. So to fix that, people in or regularly in. Make sure this one's selected, otherwise you have the harsh mistake that I had of watching my money pour out of my asshole when I didn't realize that, I was spending so much money on people who weren't actually living in my area. You'll get a bunch of dud leads and be like, oh, what's going on? Why is this happening? And it's this. 90% of the time, it's this. You get all these jobs where you can't service this area and you'll go, why is this happening? Like, I don't want to deal with this. So yeah, have that selected. Sorry I ranted about it, but it's unbelievably important. Real quick, guys, if you're sick of the trial and error and can't be fucked learning how to do all this shit and you just want an easy step-by-step area that has everything all in one area, including all the optimizations and how to actually really get longevity out of your ads to make as much profit as possible, my advertising course is linked straight down in the description. Goes through Facebook ads, Google ads, and automating your entire business. If you're interested, go check it out and stop wasting time and money on poor performing ads. Now let's scroll down through here. We don't want to bother with this because obviously who cares, it's not EU political ads. And then audience segments. This is similar to the location where you can do bid adjustments based off different audience segments. So we're just going to smash on select all, and we're just going to keep this as observation. Like I said, you'll need this stuff within the next 60 days so you can really increase bids and all that. Now you can go down to more settings and have a schedule if you want the schedule. I personally don't bother with the schedule, but if you don't want people answering the phone on weekends, just make this on weekdays. Tap on next, go past this. Now I loved this keyword and asset generation, but I don't know. Google has gone through this massive thing where they've just fucked it up and it doesn't work that well anymore. If I go generate and it will create this whole thing for me and it will be really nice, then I can just change a few things in it. But no, now it has this really annoying area where a lot of the time you get publishing errors and it messes up. So I just find it's easier to just skip this right now and we'll just create this manually. I mean, it's best to create it manually anyway. We're gonna change a bunch of shit, but it just helps out speed up the process when you do have the keyword and asset generation. All right, well, the first thing that we're gonna do here is get rid of this ads advisor. I mean, I'm your advisor right now. This is what you need. So I'm gonna paste in all my keywords. So all the keywords that we got earlier, that we saw the top of page with high range and low range, we're gonna paste all those back into here. Bang, just like that. that. Now, I do want to tell you right now that there is different types of keyword match types. There's broad match, phrase match, and exact match. I recommend putting all the keywords on exact match, okay? This way your ad will only show up when people type up this exact term. If you have this on broad match, it basically means anyone searching up slightly relevant shit to your keywords will see your ad, which is not what you want because they're not high quality people and you don't want them costing you $20 a goddamn click when they're not actually looking to get a quote, right? So I like to have this on exact match. Phrase match is also pretty decent as well, but exact match is the way that I go with this. So what we want to do to make all these exact match is go and put brackets all around it. But I'm a lazy son of a bitch and I'm just going to use ChatGPT to do this for me. Just paste all the keywords in here like this and go make all these exact match. Bang, copy this bad boy here, paste it over here, and just like that, you have all of your keywords now as exact match without wasting a bunch of time putting a bunch of brackets on everything. So we're going to scroll down now and we're going to go and put in our phone number like this. Now, the cool thing about Google Ads, when people search up your ad, or search up a keyword that triggers your ad, they're gonna actually see the headlines and the descriptions, and then if they're on mobile, they can actually call you directly from the ad. So if they tap on this, it will take them to the website. If they tap down here, they can call you directly, which is honestly an amazing thing to have for a service-based business. So we're gonna put that in right there. Now, I want you to not stress about the ad strength that much. Now, obviously right now this is incomplete. I do need to fill out some headlines, but don't stress about it. If this says poor, this is completely fine. All of my ads usually say poor anyway when it comes to ad strength. It doesn't affect anything. It basically just deems how much control you have over Google. So let's put in some killer headlines right now. I'm gonna teach you a secret headline that nobody ever teaches, and it's the keyword insertion. So all you need to do is put in that squiggly bracket, tap on keyword insertion, put this bad boy on title case, and just paste this directly in here. Now, this is just one of my keywords. It's just the default one. So if for some reason it doesn't trigger, it'll just show this default headline, which is never really the case because I have exact match keywords, so it always picks one of my keywords. So what you want to do now is tap on apply. What this does is this grabs the keywords up here and it will just use the one that the customer put into the Google search bar to find your ad. So as you can see here, if somebody typed in air conditioning repair service near me, our ad would literally have that exact keyword in our headline, our very first headline. And this will just cycle through with any different keyword that they used to actually trigger this headline. Now, this is unbelievably great for getting a high click-through rate, right? Like, you can't be any more relevant to what the person is searching than the actual damn keywords that they typed in to the search bar. Like, that is absolutely killer. This brings up your click-through rate so much, and I always pin this as first position, right? Now, what we want to do now is just put in some secondary headlines. So I've just chucked in a couple of different secondary headlines right here. So we have same day service, $0 call out fee. So this is what it's looking like right now. This is absolutely killer. As you can see, that first headline just changed because obviously it's showing you if somebody typed in a different keyword like aircon servicing near me. Now, these are the type of really high quality headlines that you need when you're creating your Google ad, right? You need that keyword insertion and then just a really good, strong call to action as your secondary headlines. Now, I recommend just going through here and then just typing in multiple different headlines. You can put all the way up to 15 in here, but it doesn't matter too much if you just have like 3 or 4, because like I said, ad strength doesn't really mean shit, right? Now, what we want to do is put in our descriptions right here. So I've just pasted in 2 different descriptions here, okay? So I have same day aircon repairs and servicing by trusted local HVAC technicians. Call now. Expert AC installs with upfront pricing, top brands, and a satisfaction guarantee. Now, look, if I'm honest with you, I would split these into 2 different campaigns. One for installs, one for servicing, right? This way it makes it a lot better with the ad copy. So for this one, we're actually going to change the ad copy around to fit just aircon repair and servicing. We're going to make sure to remove the keywords as well, so we're only appearing for that particular keyword. And then we're going to create a separate campaign for installs. Obviously, I'm not going to create a whole bunch of different campaigns in this video, but I'm just telling you so you know exactly what you should be doing for your business. So you want to be very specific on each service. So when they type up that keyword, that ad is as relevant as possible to what they're actually searching up. So I'm actually going to change this one here for installs, and I'm going to make this just another thing related to servicing. So here's the description that I'm changing this over. We diagnose and fix AC faults properly the first time. Upfront pricing, no surprises. Bang, just like that. Air conditioning service near me, that's the headline that triggered. Same day aircon repairs and servicing by trusted local HVAC technicians. Call now, we diagnose and fix AC faults properly the first time. Upfront pricing, no surprises. This right now, my friend, is a banging ad. This will get high ask click-through rate and high conversion rates, as long as your website holds still and is a good actual website. If you've got a really shitty website, you need to fix that. Now let's just quickly go through here and just remove the installation ones, because obviously, like I told you before, we're not gonna have the installation keywords in this actual ad. We're gonna have that in a separate campaign. Remove them like that, and then this one here. I know this is just a demonstration ad that I'm creating for you, but I just really wanna get across as much information as possible. So look, if you appreciate it, please just smash like on the video. I'm trying to give you as much value as possible for free. Obviously, if you want the more fancier stuff and more in-depth, you can actually go to my course, linked in the description. But please just, if you like the video, it helps me out heaps. And I try to give away as much as possible for free so you can get like as many results as possible. And then you realize, oh wait, this guy knows his stuff, let me buy his course. So now what we want to do is go to images, go to website or social, and as you can see, it actually takes the images from the website. Now, the photos that I love to have in here are the photos of the team members, okay? And them usually doing the job or just standing out front of their ute. The reason why I like these is because it shows the potential client who's actually looking at the ad that there's actually faces to this business and they can actually see some of the workers, which is just an instant trust builder, right? Because you can actually put this out online and people can actually trust it because, you know, there's faces that they're actually seeing. When it's a faceless company, it's a lot harder to trust compared to when you have a nice photo of your whole team or people like this. You put in your face to the brand, all right? So now we're gonna tap on save and we're gonna go down and just fill out our business name, put in your logo here. Now you add in site links to just different areas. So I would just have anything related to air conditioning repair. So I'd have something here like get your free quote, air conditioning repair, read our reviews, and maybe a discount page as well, $50 off your book online. This way, when people actually see your ad, they're gonna see these different site links and they're gonna actually be like clickable site links because we wanna make this ad as clickable as possible. So we need to make these, you know, clickbaity a little bit, like $50 off, you know, when you book online. If you see that down here, you're probably gonna tap on it compared to up here or somewhere else. And it just gives you that little edge to be like, hey, you know, like if you go here, you get a discount, right? Very sneaky. And then obviously you can just be keyword relevant, like I said, the AC repair. And then you can have social proof, which is the read our reviews area, which is just a section for the reviews. And then you can have another area for get your free quote, which is just, you know, obviously a call to action. That's the best way to actually set up the site links. How you do it is you just go in here, change the label of what it is right here. You can write into descriptions if you want. Most of the time you can't see the descriptions when the ads actually show up. Very rarely you can, but you just want to add in, you know, the destination to that particular page. Obviously this one is going directly to the page for air purifiers in Melbourne. So you want to just make sure this is going to the, you know, correct page, which is like, maybe it's your reviews, $50 discount or anything like that. Now we're going to go down. We're not going to bother with call outs. These are just little snippets at the end of our actual description, but our description is so good already. I don't want to get extra shit in there, right? And honestly, I don't think it really changes much of the call outs. So we can have promotions if we want, if we're having discounts, pricing if you've got flat fees, which you probably don't. Messages, don't bother with those. Don't bother with structured snippets. Do not ever use these damn lead forms. They're horrible. They will waste your money. You'll get an unbelievable amount of dead leads, right? So just don't do it, man. You'll hate your life and you'll probably hate me if you did it. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't because I told you not to do it. So yeah, just don't do it. Anyway, our ad is done now. If I was you, the only thing I would add in extra is just a few more keywords and then just maybe you could put in like 2 different descriptions. But honestly, you could run this ad exactly how it is here, ignoring the fact that the ad strength is poor. Like I said, it doesn't mean shit. And this ad would do unbelievably well. I mean, look at it. Like, that is clearly a really good ad. Like, you can't get it any better than that, really. So you just be adding in extra shit to kind of test for later on. But once we're done this, we're just gonna go down, we're gonna tap on save, we're gonna tap on next, and then we're gonna just put in our daily budget. Now, if you want the hardcore, honest amount that I recommend that you should actually do, is you usually just put in 10x of whatever the maximum cost per click is. So if our maximum cost per click is $20 per click, we wanna have a daily budget around $200 per day. Now, the reason why I suggest this is because most HVAC pages convert around 30%, and that guarantees 3 quotes per day. Now, every click is not the same. So you're not going to get, $10, $20 clicks. You're most likely going to get a lot cheaper than $20 majority of the time, and the average might be around $15 per click or around $12 per click, okay? So what we do is we just go set a custom budget and just put this on 200. But obviously this is a demonstration ad account. I'm just gonna put this on $5 because I don't wanna set this and then forget about it and then get charged later on like I have beforehand. So we're gonna tap on next, and then all we wanna do now is just publish our campaign, and then we're live. If you're doing that unfair advantage in your HVAC company, look, I do have my marketing course linked right down in the description. It goes through all the secrets that I can't share for free in regards to Facebook ads, Google ads, and automating your entire business. In here, I teach a lot of the free stuff like how to set up the account and how to set up the campaign. And I give really valuable information away, but in the course, I teach you all the secrets to optimize it and make your campaigns unbelievably profitable. So if you don't want to waste any money or time on trial and error, jump into the course, say hello.